ready.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. The colors of the day were maize and blue when Michigan won a close one last year.
It was Ohio State leaving the stadium feeling blue after that one, too. The way that Michigan enforced their will late in that game. They were the most physical team that they needed to be, and David, they're going to have to do that again to pull out this W.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're the coach at Ohio State and you've won every game on your schedule, but you lose to Michigan, it's an unsuccessful year. So he's heard about it all season, and these players have too, and they'll be ready for some revenge.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go right back to him. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
6 categories.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick. Win in the secondary right now.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference.
All out of space. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Maurice, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up for it.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking for room, it's Henderson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here comes the Michigan offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
Oh, he's got some speed. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that, and we've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see them not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Francis. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
4 quarters.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it?
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who
breaks into the open? That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wibbles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They'll go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The give to the left side. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Bench HDM, jet, flood drive.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on It's Francis. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
2-4, 2 Blitz Texas 4-man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Entering play. Gun. Wing up. Step. Spread. Punt. Speed dig out. Jet pull shot. Spacing. Slot hook. Drip say. Punch wide. Slot hook. Speed dig. Slot hook.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Slot spacing.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And he was knocked down immediately, short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Drive inside, drive corner.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Henderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks.
toward the end zone. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Return left is selected.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If we could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Options, cover 1 up, spread. Audible.
Back to throw, it's Francis. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nice move to pick up yardage. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get into your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Bell. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Breaks into the open on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Crosses the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. It starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Scanning the field, it's Francis. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
2-4, Gotw doesn't catch. Texas 4-man.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.
2-4 single mug. Texas 4-man.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Yes.
Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. No passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Caught in the backfield. It's Henderson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Running back searching for a hole.
Enter, equal to trap. 2, cover 6. Cover to invert.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Francis. The screen, and watch out. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
2 blitz text free. Texas 4-man.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Play call.
They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. Defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Back open in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Using his feet. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Trips Y over.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. With that run, he breaks through the 3,000-yard mark for his career.
Now, that says a lot about you. When you rush for 3,000 yards in this world where it's pass-happy, that you got a guy that, no, I'm going to give him touches because he's productive. Palmer, it's led to 3,000 yards now.
And that's a lot when you consider some of the injury issues they've had up front throughout his career. It doesn't matter. This guy still finds ways to make positive things happen. 3,000 yards, that's a lot for a running back.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got the 1st down and more. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off. But there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, but they just took a part.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
They'll come to the line 1st and goal with the lead and the clock working in their favor. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next. And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Polly.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Trips, spread, trips Y over.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Rush, cover to man.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the